I wanted to share a little bit about my story and about my food map that I did. So, when you think of a food map, you're probably thinking, what in the world is a food map? Well, I did mine a little differently because I am nutrition certified and I didn't do it, and I was doing it on myself. I would do a client a little differently. But what I did was I spent all of September. I just took the time to, when I would make sure I sat down and ate, and then I kept a little notebook journal of the food. So I would start with my breakfast, and I would really make sure and sit and really chew. I would kind of just how that food made me feel. Like, let's just say eggs. Okay, how eggs are, that's probably not a really good one to start with, because eggs are not, they're fine for me. They don't bother my stomach. I could eat them all day long for every meal. But I would eat the eggs, and then I would jot down how it made me feel, how it made my stomach feel, how it made my gut feel. I did that with peanut butter. I did that with PB Fit. I just did with the regular foods that I ate. Well, peanut butter and PB Fit would, and I will post a picture at the end of this and show you what peanut butter did to me. It was just, I kind of had an allergic reaction. You know, when you hear people say, you know, they don't bring peanut butter to school, you know, even touching it. That's what it did to me. Now, one thing, as we get older, we can get food sensitivities. I am almost 50, so that could be one of the reasons, because I've eaten peanut butter all my life, and I'm almost grateful that I'm kind of have a little sensitivity to it. And the reason why is because I could just sit and eat the whole jar all day long. But I did that with just all kinds of foods. I spent all of September not really caring too much about my diet, just focusing on foods, taking them in, taking them out, how they made me feel, if they gave me brain fog. And so I really had to take a lot of the foods out of my diet, and I feel so much better. And I do this for a living, but I do see where some people who, they don't do this for a living, they may be walking around with chronic pain and they don't realize it. You know, the sodas that we drink, or the drinks, or the energy drinks that we drink, and sugar, and the alcohol. Sometimes I feel like sugar is actually worse than alcohol, but what can happen is, and it may not necessarily be a sensitivity to a food. That's why I was kind of bringing the foods in and out. What they can do is maybe two foods back to back on each other are not good. Let's say you had peanut butter and then you drank alcohol. Well, those two together could be causing your gut lots of inflammation and lots of pain. And until you can really identify and really sit down, I feel like a lot of us were just, rushing and eating between work or between clients or between patients, or, whatever our job is. And we don't really sit down and chew our food or pay attention to how it makes our bellies and our stomachs feel. So like I said, I spent all of September doing that, and then, just really working on my gut health, and I feel like a new person. So I'm just kind of encouraging you, if you feel like maybe something is off, or if you don't feel like something is right with your gut health, do that. Really sit down. You may not want to spend a whole month like I did, but maybe either spend a weekend or a week and just jot down how the foods made you feel, and take them out, but keep them out for a little bit. And then when you reintroduce them, that's how I knew with peanut butter. So I took it out, stomach didn't have any issues, brought it back in, did the same thing to me. So definitely, I'm just going to say I have, some sensitivities to it right now. There are some other foods that I did as well. And so I just encourage you to maybe just kind of yourself, just pay attention to how those foods make you feel. And if you need any other guidance, feel free to reach out to me. I launch programs all different times of the year, and I would love to have you part of Fit for 5.